can make it to the go playoffs. It's gonna be Maybe Miami. It's gonna be Eastern Conference semifinal. So I'm gonna be a road. Ah, damn. Eastern Conference Finals. Here we go.
A ticket to play for the NBA title awaits the winner. Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals on EA Sports. From American Airlines Arena in South Florida, tonight, the Miami Heat getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. Hi again, everyone. Ed Cohen with my partner, Jay Williams. Jay, you look at the Heat coming into play. They have the home court here, always crucial in a Game 7, with the winner moving on to the NBA Finals.
Now look, I think both teams are worthy of going to the NBA Finals. But the reality is that only one team will prevail this evening. And the way this series has gone so far, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes all the way down to the final shot.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's a tough shot for Dylan Brooks. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get the...
Blocked away!
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Drive by Butler, but his shot won't fall. Porter. Has a chance, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's the Heat with the possession. Oladipo. The jumper's off the mark. For three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Fires the three. Shot off the mark. Good defense. To Oladipo. They'll go to Butler down low. Jimmy Butler missed his first. That one goes.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. He hits.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
He'd have the basketball. To Butler. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Pascal Siakam to Dylan Brooks. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Fires the 3. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you got to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
To Oladipo. Beyond the arc for 3. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Eric Spoelstra now gonna use a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Someone needs a breather. Eric Spoelstra making the move to his bench. Fred VanVleet. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First one, count it. And he makes them both. Toronto has the basketball. For 3. Now that's a contest. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. From long range, it's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Oh, that was a big-time shot. But more impressive than the shot, the bench reactions. I love the celebration tactics. This is why you love this game.
Dylan Brooks with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. 3-pointer plus a free throw on that trip.
Game 7.
To Bradley. Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Dylan Brooks. So it's going to stay with Miami. Driving right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Pascal Siakam to Dylan Brooks. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Going to launch beyond the arc. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And a throwdown.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming. But it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Eric Spoelstra now going to use a timeout. His guys have flat out sleepwalked. It's been a brutal first quarter.
You know, Ed, I'll never forget one of my first games that we played. We were up by 20 points, and we came back into the huddle, and our head coach said, no, we are marking this game down 0-0, and if you don't win this game being just that quarter, by 20 points, which meant that we had to be up 40 points by the half, we were going to get broken down the next day in practice. So it's about the game within the game. That's how you approach it.
Nice pass to set things up. No, I missed a short one there. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't connect. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Got to give it to him. Brooks, tough 3.
You know that's easy. They can't guard you.
He'll let one fly from half court. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. We're back with more after this. You're watching the Eastern Conference Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Raptors come away with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Man, not again. Please, don't do him like that.
The drive, right to the basket. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane. Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Otto Porter, he's 2 for 2 now.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
4-3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Miami's got it. Knocked loose, and that's going to get out of bounds. So it's going to stay with Miami. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Screen coming. In a flash, scores at the rim.
Putting on a show here, getting oohs and ahs from the crowd. This is entertainment, people.
Fires the three. That's how you defend. Oladipo into the front court. Down a bundle. Pascal Siakam with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Pascal Siakam, huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Dylan Brooks to Porter. Lets it fly from long range. That's the length at his spot for Otto Porter. Man on him, he still buries it.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Screen coming. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Dylan Brooks. Here's a chance from long range. Another chance. Fires the three. Not that time. He misses. Drive here, but the shot stays out. To Dylan Brooks. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Oladipo. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Dylan Brooks. Has a look. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's the Heat with the possession. To Oladipo. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. So it's going to stay with Miami. Eric Spoelstra knows what he wants. New men coming on the floor. Bradley. Pascal Siakam rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Dylan Brooks, working the outside. Beyond the arc for three. Off the mark. No good. To Porter. For three. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
So you're just going to let him go coast to coast like that?
From long range, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. To Dylan Brooks. Going to launch beyond the arc. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Knocked loose. Oh, emphatic slam.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Deep two there, won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
That's a tough shot for Dylan Brooks. No good. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. To Porter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Otto Porter, so smooth. Catch and shoot. Buries the three.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Miami with the basketball. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
4-3. Cleans it up. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game. And finishes strong.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Fires the three. Off the mark. Butler to bring it up. His guys down big. That pass taken away by Toronto. Lets it fly from long range. Ooh, he'll take that.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Knocked loose. Butler up against Porter. Pascal Siakam, strong finish. Late heave to beat the buzzer. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Game 7.
Thanks, Ed. The Raptors didn't hold back in that opening half, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Look at that.
The Heat have yet to appear after one half of basketball. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Defense. Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
It's the Heat with the possession. Oladipo. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
That's a 5-second violation. Butler. Jimmy Butler.
No. They gonna score 3 points on Brooks? I guess now.
He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
There is no better feeling than after making
look
that
at
shot
that.
and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
You go, Maddie. Here we go.
He'd have the basketball. Here's a chance from long range.
Yes.
Give the advantage to the shooter.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Dylan Brooks. Knocked loose. Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck.
On XPX.
Oladipo
That's the point guard.
fires the three. Not
Hey!
easy.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
To Dylan Brooks. Knocked loose. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Beyond the arc for 3. Message received. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Flushes it home.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk, some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
And he missed the free throw. For 3.
And a foul, yes, Stunting Robbie, oh, Maddie Stunting Robbie, oh, you're talking the trash to Robbie, oh my. That was his first 3-point foul.
First one goes down. And he hits the second. Knocks down all 3 at the line. And scores at the rim. Beautifully done with the Euro step.
Oh man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Dylan Brooks. He'd get control. Jimmy Butler. He's now 4 for 6.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Uh-oh.
Bam Adebayo. Whoa!
Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Pascal Siakam. Jimmy Butler able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Knocked loose. He'd come up with it. Oladipo. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Knocked loose. Dylan Brooks. Cruises inside for two.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Butler. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Jimmy Butler all in stride. Catch and shoot three is good.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Toronto with the basketball. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Pascal Siakam, great dish to set it up. And the slam.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Butler into the front court. Down a bundle. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, he couldn't get it to go.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Ah, rocking the rim.
God, this is
Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
To Porter. 4-3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Butler. That no good. Off the mark. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Substitution being made in this one. Good look that time, but off the mark. Miami's got it. Fires the three. Textbook defense. Surveys the floor to Dylan Brooks. Won't go down. Defenders wasn't called. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Great.
Alright, no, yeah. I'm not doing it.
Defense forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
That misses with a second to go. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. It's been all Raptors. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense. Victor Oladipo with the slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Dylan Brooks. And the basket good at the rim.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Turns and slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
Space is limited, so you must act.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. That's a 5-second violation. Siakam pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Porter. And he finishes at the rim.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Dylan Brooks. Lets it fly from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
And count the basket inside.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys down big. You've got to get that one to go. Dylan Brooks. And scores.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Knocked loose. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Toronto has the basketball. To Dylan Brooks. Here's a chance from long range. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Easy path to the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Dylan Brooks. Fires the three. Working hard on the glass. Beyond the arc for three. Tough shot. Well defended. And he'll go to the foul line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First free throw is good. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Pascal Siakam. To Porter. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Porter. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
It's the Heat with the possession. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. He's looking for that touch. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Oh, he had it.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This is basketball one-on-one. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy layup.
I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Right down Broadway for the two. Defender has to pick him up.
You see, Ed, the defender was just slightly outside his comfort zone. You don't stop a move like that. Nobody does.
For three, that's off the side of the rim, short. Pascal Siakam. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Miami with the basketball to Bradley. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Dylan Brooks with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
James Johnson snatching it out of the air. Couldn't keep it in. Out off James Johnson. Dylan Brooks. From long range, at long last, he missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
Knocked loose, taken by the Raptors. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Long heave from three-quarters court. It's the Raptors with the victory. They stand alone atop the Eastern Conference on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors did more than just win a game here today. They won the Eastern Conference crown, and the celebration in that locker room must be going crazy right now. Still, as tomorrow rolls around, these guys will be right back to business.
Dang.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Toronto Raptors. The Heat were eliminated from the playoffs today, and I'm sure there are no words that can make them feel better right now.
Yeah,
Making the playoffs can be considered a success, but that's probably not what they want to hear right now. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Miami Heat.
Game drive. Defense.
The Toronto Raptors put under pressure defensively in this game. And in return, they put back some blocks and steals on the stat sheet. Not only that, they put a W in the win column. And that's everyone's favorite stat.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
Player stats. Yeah, 50 points. Yeah, 60 points from Maddie. going. Hey, on the board at 22 points. Instead of 11. 12 points. 11 rebounds. 7 assists. 4 blocks. 2 blocks. 12 points. Dylan Dynasty. 8 points. 8 rebounds. 11 assists. 3 steals. 2 blocks. 34 points. Oh, boy, God. Let's talk about me. 24 minutes. 2 rebounds. 8 assists. 3 steals. 33 points. Me and him, we go by 50 points. I'll see you guys in the next episode. I'm out. Peace.